In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a simple box to appropriately store your collection items. It's worth mentioning that pre-made boxes made from acid-free cardboard or polypropylene are available from conservation suppliers should you lack the time and staffing needs to create your own. Pre-made products can be more expensive and may only come in a limited range of sizes, but they do offer modular solutions and can make your life a lot easier as a collection manager. These boxes are often not sufficient to support heavier items, so you'll need to understand their benefits and limitations. With that in mind, to create your own box, you will need the following materials. Acid-free blue-grey board. This is available through conservation suppliers. The board comes in two thicknesses, 3mm and 5mm. It's easier to work with the thinner board, but the thicker board should be utilised when making boxes for heavier objects. You will also need a long metal ruler, a bone folder, a sharp, good quality snap blade knife, a hot glue gun, a cutting mat, and a pencil for marking. First, work out the dimensions of your box by measuring the object's dimensions. The finished product should allow for extra space and padding around the object, though most storage areas have limited space, so don't make the box too big. Next, draw a rough plan of your box on a piece of paper. It should look something like this. Write in your 3 dimensions. On one direction, the board will measure the width plus twice the height. The other direction will be the length twice the height. Leave a bit of extra space to allow for fold lines. This extra space should be around the thickness of the board. Transfer your paper plan to the blue-grey board, marking the lines with the pencil. You will notice that the board has parallel lines on it corresponding to the corrugations. It's best to have the longest dimension of the box running along these lines, as the board is strongest in this direction. As the saying goes, measure twice and cut once. Blue-grey board is expensive, so you don't want to make a mistake. Next, cut out the outer dimensions of the box to produce a rectangle or square. Mark the flaps on your box and cut them out. Measurements aren't so critical here, but it pays to still be careful. Score along the fold lines in your box with a bone folder or a blunt ruler, and then begin folding up your box. Use hot glue to secure the flaps of your box. The glue has to be applied quite thickly and the box folded quickly so that it does not set before you have finished the assembly. Be aware that hot glue can cause severe burns, so wear gloves if you need to. A cheap alternative to using hot glue gun is to use natural pH PVA adhesive. This does take a bit longer, as you need to clamp and weight each half of the box separately. You can use clothes pegs, spring clips, or small plastic clamps to secure the box while the glue dries. To make the lid, measure the length and width of the top of your box. Again, you'll need to add a bit extra to the dimensions, so as to account for the width of the card and the fold lines. The height will vary according to the size of your box, but it's generally at least 50mm. Your lid will be constructed in the same way as the body of the box. When gluing it together, it's best to place it on top of the box to ensure a good fit. It's worth noting that sometimes a delicate item may be damaged if it were to be lifted out from the top of the box. When this is the case, you could place it on a suitable support tray and leave one side of the box unglued. This side of the box can then be secured with cotton tape ties or adhesive Velcro. Ultimately, box making is all about making sure your measurements are well thought through. If you have a good plan of attack, you'll generally end up with a solid box with which to store collection objects. Thanks for listening.